our policy in Kenya National Union of Teachers. A benefit to a teacher. I don't want to look into the route that the teacher took to benefit. My duty is to make sure that the benefit remains with the teacher. And let us look for more benefits based on allocation of more funds. So we are telling parliamentarians, and I'm happy that the new chairman of Budget and Appropriation Committee in Parliament is one person we know. Our proposal, and we must support Teacher Service Commission, more allocation of funds for more promotion of teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, promotion is double fold. I can see, and I read your report, that some of our head teachers have been acting, and Teacher Service Commission did not even interview them. Bwana Director, this is a clear position of KNUT. If a teacher does not qualify with a requisite grade to act, so that he can be invited for an interview, for a promotion in terms of administration, like a head teacher. If you are acting in a school as a head teacher as a C2, C3, forget about promotion. Your time is being wasted. You teach actually mambo ya acting. So nobody will remember even for interview. Sinamlea director, can one in C2 even proceed to for the interview? So what I'm telling you, if Teacher Service Commission gives you a letter that you are acting in a position of head teacher or deputy head teacher, first of all ask, when interviews are advertised, am I allowed to attend the interview? They'll tell you no, because your grade is not yet there. It is upon you now as a teacher to be bold enough. If my grade does not qualify me for interview to take this position I'm acting on, alafu hiyo chukua barua yako, mimi niendelee kufanya nini? Kufanya kazi yangu. Don't disturb me. But some of us, you know, when you are acting and you don't even qualify for interview, I want to tell you, you'll be very frustrated. Imagine you are acting as a head teacher, then you sign check books. You sign checks to the bank. And when you go to the house as a head teacher, you make sure that the checkbook is on the bed at the pillow, so that your spouse can see that tomorrow you are going to the bank. How about if that promotion is not actualized? Utaenda wapi? You'll be somewhere in Kilifi, and then you cheat your spouse that you are traveling to Nairobi. Kumbe uko hapa. So I'm telling you, my dear colleagues, don't be cheated. We have so many teachers who can act, and they are not in those acting positions. Allow Teacher Service Commission to pick on teachers who can qualify to attend interviews for those promotions for administrative position. Usijiweke hapo kwamba ni jina unataka. You will be frustrated when time comes. Hello? Solidarity. 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 Employment of teachers. Teacher Service Commission has made an admission that the basic education sector has a teacher shortage. He has told you, basic education sector has a teacher shortage. That is from comprehensive school to senior school. And that is what is the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms. As we speak now, directors Yakuna secondary school, there isn't. And there are no issues of junior secondary. And I want our teachers to note this. Mambo ya junior secondary hakuna. There's nothing like that in the structure. Junior secondary hakuna. It is junior school. Junior school and senior school. Junior school is in the comprehensive school setup. Comprehensive school setup is PP1, PP2, primary and junior school. Our proposals that were accepted in the Presidential Working Party on reforms education were that grade 7, 8, and 9 shall be domiciled in primary schools. So you have them.
Yes.
You have them in schools.
Yes.
But we are telling our young men and women in junior school, a teacher is a teacher. Don't think that another teacher is inferior to the other. Are we there? At one time, one young teacher told me that, you know, wherever you're a primary school teacher, and for me, I'm a secondary school teacher. Then I told him, my friend, listen, let me start. Do you know that I'm a primary school teacher who has gone for further education, and I'm now doing my second degree. When did you graduate? Just 3 years ago. You get? And at the same time, look at my age. Do you think my experience in teaching can be compared with yours? It cannot. So we are telling our heads of institutions here, and that is why you must take hold of proper relationship with Kenya Primary Schools Heads Association. These are the heads of institutions manning junior school, primary school, and up to ECD. Sinamna hiyo? And our proposal, ladies and gentlemen, the head teacher was manning class 1 to class 8. The new competency-based education has brought him to man junior school and primary, and that is comprehensive school. This head teacher must be remunerated differently from the remuneration that was there before. Because the work is now different. Capitation comes for primary, capitations come from secondary. And you know the head teacher must be very careful. And Teacher Service Commission, you support me here. Please work well with these teachers, because these head teachers have a lot in their heads. Just a lot. Managing teachers and managing finances. To some extent, you know, pesa ni kama punda zinafanana, isn't it? Pesa ni kama punda. Ile pesa ya shule imechanganywa na yako binafsi, so that you end up spending and even that one that belongs to the school. You know, if you go to a marketplace with your donkey, it is your donkey that will identify you that this is my owner. When they are mixed up, you cannot easily identify. So I love what you say. Let us talk to our teachers, plus the head teachers, about management of our schools. When you have induction for those schools, invite Kenya National Union of Teachers as you've been doing, so that we remain without interdictions in schools. Nairobi region will get a trophy from me. In the year 2024, the whole year, no single teacher was interdicted in Nairobi, as big as it is. No single teacher. And I want Kilifi. There shall be no interdiction of a teacher in Kilifi. Because the county director relates very well with the union office. And we are able to tell teachers, this is wrong, this is right. Can we move left? Can we move right? So that you do the right thing at the right time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that employment of 76,000 teachers, sisi lazima tushukuru rais, and I started saying it. You know, the best that we are moving on will help the shortage of 98,000 teachers as at now reduce. Already we have employed 76,000. You want the president to pronounce? Because the Kenya Kwanza Education Charter talks about employing 116,000 in 2 years. So there are 76,000. We still need the difference, 30,000. So that, if I'm not 30 what? 40,000, isn't it? So that we are somewhere. We must appreciate the head of state. And we shall continue reminding the head of state the passion that you have for learning in this country. Education, basically, in this country, can we employ more people? Where I differ with the director is about the shortage. That the shortage is in junior school, and therefore primary school teachers are not going to be employed easily. I want to tell you, frankly, that even in those junior schools, the teachers who are working the most in those junior schools are primary school teachers. It is true. Reason being, when we have our statistics as a union, 75% of primary school teachers are graduates. It's a fact. Even those who have not been employed have ended up graduating. Isitoshe. Primary school teachers are pure. And based on the requirements of the competency-based education, were required to go back to college. And they went back to college. They should be out of college as diploma holders. Do you know this group of teachers have not been employed at all? Yet they qualify to teach grade 7, 8, and 9. Tell me how a teacher of English and literature will be able to teach music and craft. Look at where the problem is. Performing arts. And we all know the pathways. One pathway that will fail properly, I want to tell you, is the pathway of performing arts. Because the teachers who should be